welcome to the busy mountain town of Baguio City. I just got here yesterday evening from San Juan, and it's definitely a bit of change of pace of the weather here. As you can see, I've got some layers on. I've got my little fleece hoodie, rain jacket, because it is quite a bit colder here than it was down in San Juan. It was rainy down there, but it was still warm. Whereas up here in Baguio, I believe they have the coldest average temperatures year-round of any city in the Philippines. So right now it's about 65 degrees out, which is not necessarily cold, but it is a lot colder than what I have been in. Headed out to do some exploring today. Need to get some food, do some sightseeing, maybe check out a museum. Not really sure, I don't have much planned out. I pinned a couple things in Google Maps, but aside from that, I'm just hitting the road today and gonna wander, see what I can find. I don't know a whole lot about Baguio. The couple things that I do know is what I said earlier about it having the coldest average temperatures. I believe it's called the Pine City because I guess there's a lot of pine trees around here, as well as there's supposed to be a fantastic night market. I think that's one thing that it's kind of known for, this big night market. We will definitely be checking that out tonight or tomorrow night, we'll see. First little detour along the walk here, just this little park off the side of the road. I guess it's the Pine Trees of the World Park. There seems to be a lot of little parks and stuff around Baguio, just from a quick glance at the map and from what I've seen just walking so far. A lot of little nature parks like this with beautiful green trees and lush green grass, because it's very wet, rainy season right now, so everything is very lush. This is fascinating because it's a very different ecosystem than what I've seen elsewhere in the Philippines, like this having the pine trees, the types of trees around. If you were to tell me I was somewhere in the Pacific Northwest or even in Alaska, I would believe that, because the types of trees and just nature around here is very reminiscent of that. Tower of Peace. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I'm just here checking it out, seeing what we find. This is what I'm gonna do today, walk. If something interests me, I'll check it out. If not, I'll keep walking, but yeah. World of Pines Park. Let's get back to the road because I do need to find some food. I'm hungry. Currently in the Baguio Museum right now. It's actually quite fascinating. It's 100 peso entrance fee, not too bad, and it's a really interesting history down on the bottom floor, learning about the native tribes of the area. They actually have a mummy in there that you can see. The tribes used to preserve their dead, so that's pretty fascinating to see. First time seeing a mummy in person, but this is a quick look outside. It's raining pretty good right now, so I'm gonna keep making my way around the museum. I'm on the second floor. There's 2 more floors to check out, and then I will make my way back out to the rain. All right, successful visit here at the Baguio Museum. I did not spend too long because I am quite hungry, and as much as I do enjoy museums, I gotta say I'm not the best at sitting there and actually taking the time to read everything. I just do really enjoy seeing the old photos, the old artifacts. I really like old things. Like I used to collect old coins and collect knives, and I have some random like old World War II things and stuff back home. So I like old things, and that's fun just to see the old artifacts and everything. Now I gotta step back out here into the rain, go find myself some food, and just keep exploring Baguio. I gotta say, the breeze, the cooler air, it is so refreshing. It feels great. Last night I slept with a proper blanket, and it was needed because it was cool out, and it feels nice. It feels nice to not be too hot all the time. Started the downpour for a few minutes, so I stepped into the SM Mall to get out of the rain for a little bit, but it has let up. It was just one of those quick, 5-minute downpours, but a decent little view of some part of Baguio here. This is the SM Mall. It is a very large mall. It is also a very busy mall. I think because it's rainy, everyone ran in there to get out of the rain, but yeah, it's crazy busy in there. right, Guest Haven Coffee that I just left there. Fantastic coffee, really nice girl working there. Definitely recommend it. Super cute little coffee shop. Great place to sit down, get out of the rain for a little bit. I wish I had my book with me. It would have been a fantastic place to sit and read my book. I guess now I'm gonna walk up Session Road. That's this road right here. I don't really know the significance of it, to be honest, but it's something I heard mentioned. And I think there's a market up the way, so the sign there to City Market is where I'm headed to. Walking up Session Road for half a kilometer and then checking out City Market. All right, I just turned off of Session Road because I just saw on Google Maps on my phone something tagged up here called Artist Village. I don't know if it's just gonna be like some fancy art store, or maybe it's, I don't know if it's somewhere I can just like walk around and take a look at some cool art. I don't know, but it's just right up this way. So let's go see if we can check out some art maybe, and then continue up the way towards the market. Okay, that was pretty cool. I did find that artist place. It's just a bunch of little like artisan shops and stuff. The building itself is just a work of art, which is really pretty cool. Not sure how well that's gonna show up on the camera, but just walked around there for a few minutes. It was pretty tight and crowded in there, so didn't hang out for too long, but making my way back to Session Road and then gonna continue up towards the market. So far, it's really interesting here. It has a totally different feel, kind of vibe than anywhere else in the Philippines that I've been. Like, I don't quite know how to explain it. It's definitely a bit more westernized. It's very developed, but at the same time, you still know you're in Asia for sure. Like, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, Malaysia in some ways. Like, this town specifically, at least Session Street specifically, because I haven't seen all of Baguio yet. There's just a different vibe. I don't know how to fully explain it, but also the different kind of environment, being up in the mountains, the cooler weather, the different trees that we're surrounded with. Like, if you were to tell me I was in a totally different country, I would probably believe you, because I don't know, there's something about it has such a different feel. It really reminds me of the markets in Central America where you just can get literally anything and everything. I don't see as many of those markets around here in the Philippines, but this one is very reminiscent of that. They got everything here. Clothes, meat, produce, everything in between. Literally anything you could want, you could get here. The markets and stuff are fun to check out every once in a while, especially if you actually need to do some shopping, you need to find something. But I don't like to hang out in them for too long because they do get pretty hectic and crowded, and when I'm not actually there shopping for anything, I just don't need to be in big crowds like that all the time. So I'm making my way over to this park right here. All right, we have made it here to Burnham Lake. I guess people rent boats out here and go paddle out. It's just this rectangle lake right here, but there's all these boat rental shops, and I guess you can rent little paddle boats or like a little swan boat over there, if you can see that, and go float around on the lake. I'm sure on a clear sunny day there's just a horde of boats out there. There's actually quite a few people out there today, considering that it's very gloomy and rainy out. All around the lake here, there's all these beautiful flowers and bushes and very well landscaped, maintained park area here. Up over this way, I think there is like a rose garden, and then, oh, they just chopped down a tree. But yeah, here's a better look at, here's the the swan boat rentals. Heck, if I had someone with me, I would rent one of those just for the heck of it, but by myself, nah, I don't need to. This is quite a nice park area. That's the mall that I was up at earlier, the SM Mall. Baguio has quite a bit to offer for like I don't know, families, couples, whatever. There's a lot to just like walk around and see, a lot of nice parks and just like sightseeing type stuff. And I think I've barely scratched the surface of it. I've only been here, you know, well, I got here last night, but today I've only actually explored for a few hours. So far, Baguio is not so bad. I'm kind of enjoying my time here. It's nice to have some nice, well-maintained parks and areas that you can just walk around and sightsee that cost nothing, just, you know, some free walk-in activities. But yeah, they're really going to town, chopping down some trees over there. But I guess, you know, that's what it takes to maintain a beautiful park like this. You gotta have folks working on it. So this whole road here is filled with vendors to rent these little bike things. I guess if you want to go like pedal around the park, that's how you do that. But there's the tree operation going over there. This here is the rose garden area. It looks like it's not necessarily the right time of year for it. There are some flowers blooming, but mostly not. Little fountain down the way. There's like a whole kind of circle here, and the whole circle around here is filled with flower beds. So I'm sure there's a certain time of year that all of those are in bloom, and that would just be so colorful and beautiful because, you know, the few that we can see in there are very pretty. So during the right time of year, this would be pretty cool. All right, gonna make my way out of Burnham Park now. Definitely a cool area to come hang out, walk around. On a sunny day, on a rainy day, any kind of day, it's a good spot because today's a bit rainy and I'm having a great time. But this is kind of the main entrance here, has the Burnham Park sign on top. Yeah, where to now? I don't know. Let's just keep wandering, see what else we can find. Okay, someone tell me, why are the jeepneys here in Baguio so much cooler than anywhere else? They all have just way cooler paint jobs. They're all like freshly painted. See all the vibrant colors over there. They all have like super cool decals and everything on the sides. The front ends are all just pimped out. So why is that? Why are they so much cooler here than anywhere else? Like, they are cool everywhere, but just on a different level here in Baguio. Like, it's just every single one I see, I don't know. Okay, except for that one. That's the most boring one I've seen. Forget about that. So many of them are just, I don't know, so unique, and I want to know why. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments because I am very curious. Right there's a great example. Like, why is it so cool? Why does it have like a tiger or whatever is painted on the side of it? They're not, I don't know, the ones in Manila and elsewhere I feel like aren't usually that way. They're usually like a bright color, but they don't have like prints and decals on them. So why is that? Why are they doing that here? They should do that everywhere. I like it. Finally found myself some food here at Good Taste Restaurant. Got some lechon ampalaya rice, which ampalaya is bitter melon. Either you like it or you don't. I personally do like it, so excited to dive in. This place is supposed to be, I think, like one of the best or really popular restaurants here. There's just a crowd of people in here. So yeah, let's dig in and eat because this is much overdue. Delicious food. I'm gonna put the camera away and demolish the rest of this. Good Taste Restaurant, highly approved by me. Fantastic food, good serving size. Good price, 195 pesos for that. Most of what they serve is like bigger, like shared plates, family style, but obviously I'm just here on my own, so I couldn't get that unfortunately, but man, I saw some of the other food coming out and it looked fantastic, but I can't complain. Mine was amazing, so definitely would recommend that one. Now I'm back out here on the rainy, wet streets of Baguio. Yeah, gotta find some more places to check out while I'm kind of killing time waiting for the night market. But yeah, let's just walk, see what else we can find. Probably some more parks, something like that, because there seems to be an abundance of those here. They've got all these little walking overpass things here to get over the busy main streets. So as I'm walking today, I'm really getting my steps in with not only walking a bunch of kilometers today, but going up and down all these stairs to cross over the highways. But that's okay, that's good. Gotta get some kind of workout in out here. So it is raining pretty heavy now, as you can maybe see. I don't know, I don't think the rain shows up great on camera, but it's kind of a vibe. It's so like cloudy and foggy as well as rainy, and I don't know, I'm kind of into it. I like the kind of gloomy vibe. There's more of those beautiful jeepneys, beautifully painted jeepneys. But yeah, we are just walking, getting wet, having a good time, enjoying the cool weather. Found another spot on Google Maps that I'd like to go check out. I've got like another 2 kilometers to go. The only issue is this road is not super walkable. Technically there is a little sidewalk, but it just disappears like 90% of the time. So maybe I'll jump in the jeepney, but I think I'm just gonna accept that I'm already wet. As long as it's safe enough to walk on the shoulder sidewalk, I'll just keep going. But yeah, I've got 2 kilometers to go in this, so I guess we better keep moving. I love seeing the houses built up on the mountains, on the hills like that, up there, just sitting up in the clouds. Just looks super cool, especially with the clouds and fog rolling around there. I know anyone watching at this point is probably thinking, why is this dum-dum not in a jeepney right now? But I just love to walk places as much as possible in new towns, new cities, because it's just the best way to see it and get a feel for it, rather than just kind of seeing those main key point attractions. You see the point A to point B. So when you just cover everything on foot when possible, it's just the best way to get a proper tour of things. And then, like, look at that. Look at that cool church. If I was in a jeepney, I probably wouldn't have even seen it. Because I'm on foot, I can stop and appreciate it. And just like I mentioned earlier, the houses up on the hill, I just love looking at that. And it's crazy to think how much work must have went into building all of that, because it's just such a steep hill to build on. Well, I'm gonna have to say, I think the Welcome to La Trinidad sign there tells us that we are no longer in Baguio. But the reason I came over here, I believe, is for this hill right there. On maps, it's called the Valley of Colors, and I don't know if you can see it from here quite, but up there, all the buildings on the hill are all painted all bright, vibrant colors. So we're gonna walk up the road there, check that out. Don't know what this is over here. I think I see a sign that says Bell Church. That looks pretty cool, so maybe we'll walk up there and check that out. But yeah, I guess we're checking out more than just Baguio today. Look at all the water from the rainfall running down there. That's a lot of water. But yeah, we're really covering some ground today, so this is great. I think that's where we're headed. I guess we're gonna check out Bell Church first, because it's on the way here. Okay, here we are at Bell Church. Little 20 peso entrance fee, so probably good that I'm coming here first, because this might close since it's getting to be mid-afternoon. But I don't know anything about this place. Let's see what it's all about. A beautiful spot people can come check out. It says Bell Church right there. Yeah, I had no idea this existed, but what a nice little surprise. Oh, looks like we've got some fish in there, some little koi fish. Time to walk up some more stairs. Gonna go up the stairs here. Not sure if it goes all the way to the top or not, but I guess we're gonna find out soon. Gonna head up that way. It's like a maze going up here. There's so many different ways the stairs go. Well, I guess this level here is as high as it goes, because no entry. That gate doesn't say no entry, but there's a gate and no entry. So yes, this is as high as we go. And this is awesome because I had a great view of all the buildings on the hill there, since that's what I was talking about earlier. And just get a great shot of it right here. Just grabbed a little snack from a vendor on the street there, some fried bananas. I think they rolled them in sugar as well, but these are a great little snack when out and about, a little sweet treat. So I'm gonna eat this as I continue along to the Valley of Colors, which is what I headed out here for. It's delicious, as always. Can't go wrong with a little fried banana. Well, this is what I came over here for, and boy, it is beautiful. Man, it's really beautiful. This is definitely worth the trip out here. Valley of Colors behind me there. Well, where do I go to now? It is almost 5 o'clock, so still got about, I don't know, hour and a half until sunset, maybe a little bit longer. But I don't know if I want to walk a whole lot further this way. I'm not really sure where it goes to. Okay, I went ahead and acquired a jeepney for like a quick 10-minute ride, and I just have to walk like 100 meters up the way and gonna see if the strawberry farm is open. I feel like it's kind of a gamble this time. It's about 5:30 now, so there's definitely a good chance they're closed. Well, it looks like we have made it out to the strawberry farm. I thought it was somewhere you could just like go walk through and pick. Maybe you can, but apparently not right now. So that's the big field of strawberries out there, as well as this giant strawberry right here. And then all over here is a bunch of vendors selling strawberry jam, souvenirs, all that kind of stuff, which I don't think I need any of that, but maybe I'll get a strawberry shake or something. I feel like it'd be criminal to come to the strawberry farm and not get anything strawberry related. But man, look at those clouds rolling in. You can just see them rolling in right there. It is gonna get real dark real quick because sunset is in about 45 minutes, and with that cloud coverage, it is gonna be very dark. So not gonna hang out here too long, maybe get some sort of snack or shake or something, and then I guess go catch another jeepney, because otherwise it would be like a 5 or 6 kilometer walk back to Baguio, which I'm not opposed to, but being that it's probably gonna start raining a lot more and it's gonna be dark, I'd rather not. So yeah, that's the big old strawberry farm. Let's go find some sort of strawberry snack, and then I can be on my way. I have acquired a container of strawberries, so I think that's all I need. I came to the strawberry farm, I got strawberries. I think that's probably a success. I saw the giant strawberry. I also made it just in time, as almost all of the vendors have closed. Maybe 10% of them are still open, so I think if I had gotten here even 20 minutes later, I would have been out of luck, but thankfully I made it in time. So got my strawberries, going to make my way back out to the road. I think this is the last thing I'm checking out here in the La Trinidad area. I need to start making my way back to Baguio now, since the sun is going to set very soon, and with all those clouds rolling in, it's going to be getting pretty dark pretty quick. So right now it's not raining. I'm going to go out to the road, try to catch a jeepney, and be on my way back. Alright, it's about 6:30 now. I've made it back to Baguio. I'm right by Burnham Park again. And I'm kind of thinking the night market might be a tomorrow thing for me. I have a bunch of other places I want to check out tomorrow. I'm going to have to catch some rides to check out some of those places. Or maybe not. Maybe I just walk a bunch like I did today. But I'm thinking maybe I do that. I check out some different places tomorrow, and then I just make the night market a tomorrow night thing. Gonna settle down here for the evening. That was a great day here in Baguio, first day. I really liked it. Just lots of great sightseeing, lots of walking. I think I walked like 19, maybe 20 Ks today, so that's great. But now I'm just gonna hang out for the evening. I'm gonna do a little bit of Googling, decide what I wanna do tomorrow, where I wanna check out tomorrow, and then, yeah, get some food later, but maybe I'll check in later. If not, this is it for the evening. So great first day here in Baguio. I will either see y'all later or see you tomorrow.